Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start. Today is my micro teaching session for the assessment task 2. Sorry, this one is actually transcribing. Do you know how to stop this?
No.
I'm going to ask, how did you do it?
Yeah.
There is this little record button. So when you speak something or when you present something, it actually transcribes it. And I don't know how to stop, but please excuse me if I...
That's fine.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I will start again. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming to my presentation. Today is my micro teaching session for the assessment task 2. My presentation today has 4 parts. So first I will talk about the overview, and I will revise the previous class before I actually teach today's lesson. And third is the lesson where we will learn how to draw column graphs. And then I will stop at the end for the feedback or if you've got any discussion. I'll start with the topic 1 overview. For today's presentation, I've chosen Year 7 with students at EAL level C3. And I'm going to combine EAL with the digital technology subject. We all know EAL curriculum focuses on these 4 major language skills: speaking, listening, reading, and viewing and writing. And today's focus with the digital technology subject is how to acquire data, analyze and visualize the data. I haven't added these strands and substrands of the EAL curriculum because I've already added them in the Pebble Pad, but I've added these strands for the digital technology just to give you an idea. And today's topic focuses on this part, data and information. So it purely focuses on data, how it's collected and represented. And these are the achievement standards. Again, our focus is only this part. So at the end of the this unit or the lesson, they will know how to present the data using digital systems. And this is one of the sample programs I've downloaded from the VCAA. And I've chosen this sample design. So I will be teaching this topic in 5 lessons. So acquiring data 2 lessons and analyzing and visualizing data in the other 3 lessons. So today's focus is how to draw a column graph. So the second part is the revision part. So previously we've learned the different kinds of graphs and then how to read or interpret the graphs. So I'm going to do the revision now. Okay, Noor, Lily, Miriam, and Shem, do you remember what we did in the previous class? Do you recall what is a line graph?
A graph with
Yeah.
2 axes, is it?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
A graph with an X and a Y axis, is it? Or
Yep, and the data points are connected with a line. And can anybody tell me why we need to put the data into graphs?
So that you know the trend. That's one purpose of it.
Yep, any other answers?
To visually represent it and compare it with other variables, probably.
That's right. Any other?
I think because it's visual, as Noor said, it would mean it's a more interesting way and maybe a quicker way to represent data rather than having lines or paragraphs and things like that.
Yes, that's right. You all said the correct answers. So you don't need to read so much data. It's easier visually. You can see it and quickly interpret the results. So that's the purpose of it. So let's look at this line graph. And I want you to tell me, sorry, I have to see the questions. Can you look at this line graph and tell me what was Tara's temperature at 8 a.m.?
38.
Yeah.
Yep, 38 degrees, that's right. And can you tell me what is her temperature at 12 o'clock?
39.
39, perfect.
Highest, which is highest?
That is the highest. See, that's another vocabulary and you remember that correctly. Very good. Okay, so we will go to the next one. Do you remember what is bar graph?
Yeah, representation of
another way.
data via, sorry. Yeah, that's all
Go
right.
ahead, go ahead.
Just one at a
Sorry.
time, please.
Lily, go ahead.
Or just another way to present data using
Yep,
the bars.
using these bars, that's right. And this bar graph shows students how they came to the class. So there were 20 students in the class. I'm just reading the text here. There were 20 students in the class. 8 students came by bus. And these are questions to you now. So look at this graph and tell me how many students came by train?
4.
I'll make it bigger. So
4.
how many students do you think came by train?
4 students.
4 students, that's right. What about car? How many students came by car?
6.
6 of them. Yep. How many walked to the class?
2.
Yep, 2. Very good. I'm glad that you remember from the last lesson. Very good. And I will also go through the column graph as well. So let's do this graph. Do you remember column graph that we learned in the previous class?
Again, it's another form of representing data.
That's right, Miriam, well done. So instead of having horizontal bars, we are having vertical bars this time. So look at this column graph. Let's see if you can get the answers correct with this one. It looks a bit complicated. Let's try. So it shows the number of medals won by Australians at the last 4 Olympic Games. So there are 4 years, 1988, 1992, 1996, and 2000. And the first bar shows the bronze medals. The second one is silver, and the third one is gold medals. And do you understand what these 3 medals are? Why do we get the gold medal? Any idea?
If we perform very well.
Yes, that's right. So that's the first place, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What about the silver medal?
They got the second place.
Yeah, when you get the second place, and obviously the bronze medal goes to the third place, isn't it? What do you know about Olympics games before we go into the graph? Have you heard of this term, Olympic Games?
I know that it started in Greece, in the city of Olympus.
Yeah.
And hence the name Olympic. Yeah, and
good.
The design was very different to what we have now.
Yes, that's right.
It happens every 4 years.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
And the 5 colored rings, which represent each continent in the world.
Yeah, very good. So I will just do some brainstorming activity there. And this is when they get to check their multilingual dictionary to find the English word, and they will start engaging in the conversation. And let's go back to this graph now, and then see if we can answer these two questions. So look at this graph and tell me, how many gold medals did Australia win at the 1988 Olympics? So we're talking about gold medals here, not the silver medal or the bronze medal.
2 medals.
2 medals, 2 gold medals.
Yeah, that's right. So you look at this part of the graph and choose the gold medal column. That's right. What is our second question? Sorry. How many silver medals did Australia win at the 1992 Olympics?
8.
8.
Yes, that's right. Very good. I'm super impressed now. You all remember your lessons properly. Did anybody do the practice at home?
Yes, we did.
Very good, very good. Okay, let's go to our today's lesson, and we will learn about how to prepare this column graph. So